everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we're going to have some fun playing Magic, and we're actually going to have some fun playing against chat here today a little bit with this deck. So I wanted to build a really janky deck, a really fun one, and this deck can go a lot of different ways, but there's a card that I feel like hasn't seen play in quite a while that is just so fun. It is an infinite combo just by itself if you find 3 copies. There's some really fun stuff here. So Lumbering Battlement, I'm not sure if a lot of you guys know about this card. It's about to rotate out, so this isn't a deck that you really want to be building if you if you're trying to play budget or free to play, but there's some fun stuff you can do with it. Lumbering Battlement, 5 mana, 4/5 with Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other non-token creatures you control until it leaves the battlefield, and then it gets +2/+2 for each card exiled with it. So basically what happens is that as soon as it leaves the battlefield, every non-token creature that it blinked basically will come back. And so Lumbering Battlement will snag up our Cauldron Familiar, our Serrated Scorpion, you know, all these different like 1-drops, and our Corpse Knight. So whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses 1 life. Or our Terror of the Peaks, whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, it deals damage equal to that creature's power to any target. So not a ton of damage because we're playing a lot of really cheap costed things or whatever, but it works for the infinite combo to have another piece here, or just for the combo of getting damage dealt to their face. And so then Lumbering Battlement will get massive. It can become like a massive creature. We have a fling to just fling in for like 10 points of damage. We can kill them basically in 1 turn if we have enough mana. And so that's the whole thing. Lumbering Battlement becomes like this massive 10-something creature. It triggers whenever it just leaves the battlefield. And so if it gets exiled, if it dies, whatever happens, all of a sudden we get a bunch of value bringing all of our creatures back. The only downside is sometimes we need to have more blockers than just the 1 Lumbering Battlement. But we can work around that. So then basically after that hits, then we bring down our Corpse Knight with like 3 different creatures, or maybe 2 Corpse Knights and a bunch of creatures, and do a bunch of awesome stuff. Ooh, I just realized that we also need Call of Death Dweller in here. We need at least a couple copies of Call of Death Dweller in this deck because it works well for Corpse Knight as well. We'll go there. We'll trim around the edges a bit, but so that's basically the game plan. There's a bunch of different ways to go with this. You can go for just a bunch of good ETB effects where, you know, there's the creatures that like amass a token so you have more tokens. There's stuff that just have ETB, like Charming Prince could be a good card in this. In fact, Charming Prince definitely needs to come in. All right, we're going to be building the deck a little bit as we go because I've not played this deck in a while and I'm trying to remember what all good stuff is. That probably means that we drop the Aara. That lets us go for some other stuff here. We'll probably drop the Arsonist as well. So the other side of it is that we need to be able to draw cards. We need a ramp. We need to do some stuff. So that anyway, that's the combo that we're trying to go for. I'm trying to make it to where it's a consistent combo that we can keep doing. We wanted to be doing damage to their face anyway, and so things like Aara could also work for us. So we'll bring in 1 copy of Aara. It also works with Infinite just by going by itself, and so having more pieces that can work with the Lumbering Battlement is great. Getting 3 copies of Lumbering Battlement doesn't necessarily work, but now we can have 2 Lumbering Battlements and like a Charming Prince and be able to go a little bit more with everything with the combo and just kind of keep going off. And so Charming Prince does come into play pretty well with this deck. Stormfist Crusader lets us draw into our stuff and lands. All these creatures like will just help us keep doing damage to their face, which works really well. Priest of Forgotten Gods actually lets us ramp up by sacking these creatures to get up to the Terror of the Peaks and Lumbering Battlement. And so we're going to drop 1 Call of Death Dweller, 1 Terror of the Peaks, and 1 Stormfist Crusader, and call it like this. All right, so this is the deck. We're going to go ahead and jump into gameplay against chat, see how this deck does for us, and yeah, wish me luck. All right, up against Unusual Squid. So this is up against chat. We're going to try this deck out, keep this. We have 1 Lumbering Battlement. Priest of Forgotten Gods is going to hopefully help us kind of get 2 more stuff. Yeah, I mean, we have I was trying to build this with 2 different game plans in mind. We're like, yeah, we have the Lumbering Battlement, but I don't like to play where it's just like there's only 1 win condition. Yeah, if there's only 1 win condition, you can build towards it a little bit more and have it be a bit more consistent. At the same time, though, you also then run into so many more issues of just not having a great deck. And so what I was trying to build is like the typical like Rakdos Sack, like Mardu Sack type of deck. We could have brought in Cruel Celebrants as well. You know, just things like that. That would make it really good. White mana would be pretty sweet here. So we do need to be able to draw cards. We'll go ahead and swing in against the Carotid. That's the turn. But Light Fiend's pretty nice. We get to kill this and sack something else, which will be really nice. Rhythm of the Wild. Yikes. All right, priest. I shouldn't have played land to see if we could hit the land for white mana as well. But we'll go ahead and swing in here. And I guess we actually pass the turn. We wait until they have another creature. How do you add me? So I put in my code earlier. Do I still have it on here? Yeah. All right, Incubation Druid comes in with a counter. Yeah, and see, this is the other thing. Dude, Priest of Forgotten Gods is just such a good card. All right, so yeah, target you. We sack here and here. Trying to just draw cards, get to our combo, keep the board clear, kill this first, and then Incubation Druid dies. It's so rude, man. All right, so adding people, yeah, so bagging off, you did it, yeah, so I just accept, and that's perfect. So you can add friends here, and then keep going for it. We did find white mana, kind of. All right, pass to my turn. Well, we get Lumbering Battlement soon. I think we want the other Lumbering Battlement if we can, because we're actually not that far away from going off with the combo. All right, so swing with Priest of Forgotten Gods, down to 12, pass the turn. All right, so we're gonna play the tap land now, play Corpse Knight, and then pass the turn. We can hold up the sack if we want to, but we're trying to go for the Lumbering Battlement plan. And this is where I like playing against chat as well, because you can play a little bit more casually. I feel like, yeah, people do play really good decks and everything still. So no blocks. Yeah, you got a big creature, that's fine. Pass to my turn. And we're going to, that is 3 Lumbering Battlements on the first game. Yes. All right, so we're actually going to swing in with everything first. Lumbering Battlement. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, okay. Oh yeah, other thing too, please don't scoop if you're in the chat. If someone's going off, let them go off. I'm fine letting you guys go off as well, as long as it's not like dragged on too long or whatever. But hey, Quartzwood Crasher, that's a big boy. So it does damage as though it wasn't blocked, so they're gonna create a big board here. We do block though. I kind of like this deck. I'm actually liking it a lot. That is a lot of damage. But Lumbering Battlement. Hit this Lumbering Battlement. I needed to kill Proud Wildbonder, didn't I? Dang it. All right, good game. Dang it. I forgot. So I needed to kill Proud Wildbonder because the ability means that we're dead. So yeah, because this has Trample, and it can block as though it weren't blocked, or deal damage as though it weren't blocked. Dang it, we were so close to the Lumbering Battlement. We had 3 in hand. So basically, I would be able to blink this one. That one comes into play. The other one comes into play, hits all the other ones, and they just kind of keep flickering, and we keep bringing creatures over and over again, and then Corpse Knight kills them along the way. So I made the mistake of not blocking the Proud Wildbonder before. All right, up against Geth. If you guys have been around for a while, you know that Geth, we've played quite a few games. I think that I know that you've beaten me quite a few times. I think that you're ahead of me right now. We'll have to see. Oh man, I should have been holding up the American flag right now. It's actually July 3rd right now, which is the day that we're celebrating Independence Day. All right, this is good. Serrated Scorpion, Stormfist Crusader. Double Fling is a little bit annoying in hand, but we can also use it to kill things on their board. So up against a Garuda deck, though, we'll see. So keep this. The nice thing is I don't have too many targets for him to hit. Hello. I should just like be mean. Here you go. Here you go. Okay, I can't do that. I just feel bad doing it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, Geth. I didn't mean to. It was rude. Go for the swing. Oh man, it's fun playing against people where like I know them. So then I know if I'm actually hurting their feelings. Wait, maybe that's not the best way to look at it. Oh well. All right, gonna be drawing some cards. There we go. Got the Godless Shrine. Pay 2. Stormfist Crusader, Footlight Fiend. So here's the thing. Do we actually want to be attacking too aggressively? We can kill the Paradise Druid by swinging in here, which I don't think they want. All right. They have 2 blockers. It has Menace, but they want to. He wants to be able to ramping up to Garuda. We are so close to getting up to the Lumbering Battlement with a Fling. So actually another creature here would be pretty sweet. Or actually, yeah, Corpse Knight is what we want here. Corpse Knight and then land. Another Lumbering Battlement's not bad. 3 Lumbering Battlements. All right, so we have the combo. We'll swing a Footlight Fiend as well, because if they do block it with Thassa's Oracle, we get to kill the Paradise Druid. They are going to get down Garuda next turn, which we just really hope they don't have too good of stuffs. I could Footlight Fiend and kill Paradise Druid, and then hope he doesn't have a land. Meh, alright. We'll see how big Garuda gets here. How much stuff can you do? Thassa's good. Is there any way I can actually get rid of Thassa on board? That's fine. He blinks Garuda. No attacks this turn. We lost the Terror. Double flip. All right, that wasn't too bad. All right, pass to my turn. Actually, man, I could fling, kill both. No, it's fine. Draw cards. Priest, or yeah, Charming Prince, and there's Corpse Knight. Ooh, they're actually at a pretty low life total right now. How low do we go if we... Oh man, this is the issue. The deck needs to get up to like 7 mana to really make it work. So hit the 2 Stormfist Crusaders, I believe, to make it big enough to block. Maybe leave the other 2 out and about at the moment. Just for blockers. Yeah, so everyone is trying to win. I mean, it's fun to kind of let us go off with the combo or whatever. Oh, baller dash. Yeah, everything has trample, so we're definitely dead. All right, good game. No. All right. Now we keep actually finding 3 Lumbering Battlements in our hand. I mean, so like that was the whole game plan. We have ways to draw into it. We have ways to make it work. The issue is that it's so expensive. And it's a fun piece, but as you can see, just getting one really big creature doesn't win in a lot of games. It's still fun though. All right, sweet. We're going first. Corpse Knight, Footlight Fiend, all the good stuff. Lots of damage at face with this hand. We probably go for Priest of Forgotten Gods first, because it's typically the smarter play. We also get some ramp that way, but we can only play so many of these at once. Okay, we'll go ahead and go there. All attack. Pass turn. Okay, Corpse Knight. Swing in. We really don't want to sack, but I'll hold it up just as a threat, you know? Yeah, so this is one issue with Priest of Forgotten Gods. We probably could play something that's more like ramp related or splash into green. We honestly don't have to be in black. The whole idea for going to black was for Corpse Knight, but we could play this deck in Naya and maybe go for a little bit more ramp into everything. And that could actually work pretty well. So Corpse Knight number 2. Priest of the Forgotten Gods. Swing. Pass the turn. All right, so we can kill Risen Reef in response to some stuff. Yeah, elementals is probably one of the biggest things I'll miss for sure. All right, so resolve, we'll let them have some stuff here, have some targets. All right, so sack target, it's equal to the number of elementals he has, and so elementals actually die here, so this is fine. Let's drop the other Priest of Forgotten Gods. All right, so target Risen Reef there, kill the Omnath. Omnath is dead. 0 damage dealt to Corpse Knight. But they do get the Risen Reef trigger. All right, Charming Prince first. Actually, I should have gone Cauldron of Familiar and blinked the Cauldron of Familiar. So yeah, we have the win here anyway. I just want to see if we can find some other stuff. Yeah, so we still have the game. All right, we're gonna hold the game in hand, pass the turn. I can do this because I'm playing up against you guys. I'm sorry, I would normally never do this, but I want to try to hit the Lumbering Battlement. Which we already have lethal even if it does hit, so... Okay, there we go. They have Uro. Alright, sweet. We have a shot. Maybe I should have kept the mountain as well. Alright, let's scry. We're fleeing. Sack. Another Corpse Knight. All right, well, we still are winning with Corpse Knight. We'll get our first win in. I mean, this is the whole thing, is this deck does have this whole game plan in there as well, with just kind of the flavor of Lumbering Battlement to be able to go crazy every once in a while. Which that's kind of how I like to build decks. Like you can build Lumbering Battlement in so many different ways. You can do it with Hate Bears, where you have just like all the discard stuff. With ETB effects, you can do it with like, actually that might be another good way to go about it as well. Dude, I keep doing this. I'm not playing against anybody. Stop it. All right, go put Light Fiend up against Kaled. All right, so that was hilarious. We played a game earlier. He threw out immediately an Unmoored Ego. If he plays another one though, like you saw me build my deck. That's not fair. I'm gonna go for Priest before the Corpse Knight. Yeah, we want the damage there, but we also need to go draw into our stuff. I like to get to Terror of the Peaks as well. Like Corpse Knight with Terror of the Peaks is the other side of the combo. Priest of Forgotten Gods being able to sacrifice our Lumbering Battlement is another thing that we can do to try to like have a bunch of things trigger at once. So we have some pretty cool stuff here. That was a great draw. Okay, Corpse Knight. Cauldron Familiar. Swing in. Oh, awesome. That sounds good, Geth. Okay, Lucky Clover. That's fine. So if I find red mana, I get to go for Terror of the Peaks, which I could still draw into it. So let's go ahead and swing in with these guys. All right, well, it's not what we're hoping for. That's right. Charming Prince. Go for the scry. Land is good. And pass the turn. So there, we are kind of noticing with this deck that we're winning before we even find everything else, almost. Take the fling to the face. Waiting probably would have been better, but that's fine. All right, enters tapped. Corpse Knight, pass the turn. Yeah, we're playing against chat right now, so we're just having fun doing it. Murder Strider, yep, But he played Unmoored Ego as the very first spell on the last match, and I was like, no, we're not doing that. Not when you saw me build my entire deck. I didn't have anything to show that I was playing Lumbering Battlement, and he just names that one. Not cool. Thought Erasure, cool. Okay, Call of the Death Dweller is pretty nice. We can go for a few different options. I think it's Corpse Knight and Cauldron Familiar. Yeah, Death Touch there, Menace there. Do 2 points of damage, and we have lethal to swing in with. Game. All right, yeah, we'll go ahead and swing in, finish this one. Man, I'm having a hard time actually finding Lumbering Battlement. We may need to change up the deck and go for like a Naya version. We may do that in the future. All right, still playing up against chat. Omelet Mojo, bring it on. Yeah, we'll keep this. We have all of our colors, which that's something I've been noticing we're having a hard time actually getting. All right, so Triome, play. Get the Charming Prince going. What's up, Omelet? Uh-oh. That's not good. I could go for Priest of Forgotten Gods as well and play 2 creatures on the next turn, which might be better. There's a few different options we can go for. We can go Corpse Knight now, have a decent blocker that we're fine losing. We can actually go for the Scry right now. Or Priest of Forgotten Gods, which is probably the better play, but I just want to make sure I want to try to hit the combo. That's the biggest thing here. Iara is actually not bad. It helps us draw some cards as well. All right, we'll go Iara. The life gain will be pretty nice here. We get to, if we hit land, we get to play quite a few cards after this. I should make card rules before, yeah. Yeah, we'll kill that. They'll trade off with Charming Prince, that's fine. Shocking yourselves a lot doesn't feel great, but this is fine. Go Era, gain some life back. Yeah, Unmoored Ego and Sorcerer's Spyglass. Sorcerer's Spyglass doesn't help, it doesn't change a ton with this one. But that or like people playing complete counter tribal. All right, so they could have shock here. We're gonna end up gaining enough life. That's fine. Like light up the stage is probably the biggest downside. Okay, so Corpse Knight, Cauldron Familiar. And we can sack with the Era. Okay. And so we actually are fine with, we actually almost want Cauldron Familiar to die so we can get the Call of the Death Dweller play here. If we hit land, another white source, we'll go Corpse Knight as well. So just chump block there. For no pump. Midnight Reaper. Okay. Okay, no land. Might just go for Priest of Forgotten Gods. Or, sorry, Charming Prince. Need to hit lands. You can also just draw another card with Aara. Yeah, let's go Charming Prince and Cauldron Familiar. We have a lot of Corpse Knights in hand, which is pretty cool. Death Touch counter onto the Cauldron Familiar. Menace here. We'll probably end up sacking this one anyway. So Scry 2. We can still win this way, but it doesn't actually get us to our Lumbering Battlement plan. Pass the turn. Like, those were actually really powerful cards that would have been really good in this matchup, but that's fine. Interesting deck. I'm kind of liking this. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw a card. Oh, it's only black creatures, huh? That's fine. I was thinking I could sack Charming Prince. I haven't read her text in quite a while. Okay, so Corpse Knight, Corpse Knight. Thank you. And pass the turn. Now, if anything we play, everything bolts them for at face, so that's pretty nice. You're not the worst. All right. So Embercleave can be really annoying on the Pestilent Spirit. But we should be able to just win, I believe, here. Especially because he's tapping all out. Midnight Reaper doesn't help a ton with keeping the life total high. Alright. Yeah. Alright, so Cauldron Familiar. Few triggers. Stormfist Crusader. There is just, we're kind of showing that there's just a Mardu Corpse Knight deck that's not too shabby. Okay, keep him at 1. Pass the turn. Yeah. Literally anything we play will kill him now. We should have just swung in for the win. We'll see if we'll lose, though. Yeah, good game. You can concede if you want, that's fine. So all we have to do is kill one thing here and he dies. I don't think I'm dead. Am I dead? Not quite. Okay. Alright, so Scorchfitter dies, they draw a card and lose 1 life, and that's the best way to win. Right? 1 more damage at face, and the game. Alright, that was still a pretty fun game. We still didn't get to the Lumbering Battlement. We were so close in this first 2 games. We may end up taking this up against Sparky just to kind of showcase the game real quick as well. So I think I'm going to do that. So we're going to go ahead and, because that was the end of the list of people that had jumped in beforehand. So we're going to do a quick Sparky game with this deck. Just try to go off with it a little bit and have some fun. I want to try to show the combo. So yeah, keeping a hand with that stuff.
Friendly competition.
Play it tap, that's fine. We do have to not die to Sparky. Every once in a while, they play some good stuffs. Alright, well that'll help us ramp up to Lumbering Battlement. And maybe even find cards to draw. I guess I'll pass the turn. Alright, so here we go. We get to play the first Lumbering Battlement. We have to sack 2 creatures to do it, and this is one downside of the deck, but Priest does let us do it all at once. At target face. And we hit land. There we go.
Wow.
So Lumbering Battlement, pick up the Priest. Pass the turn. Doesn't totally work with... Yeah, it's fine though. Alright, more flings. Not really what we're looking for. Blood Crypt tapped. Corpse Knight, pass the turn. Yeah, no attacks. So yeah, it's fun sometimes to play up against Sparky to actually just showcase the deck and see what it can actually do. The hard part is not killing them before we actually get to go crazy with the deck. Although, I mean, that's part of the reason we're playing this too, is that it goes crazy sometimes. Or, I mean, we built it in a way that it can win without Lumbering Battlement. Okay, pass to my turn. Alright, more card draw should be nice. Pass the turn. Alright. They always have pump spells whenever they do stuff like this. So we will, as trample, this will block there. Just gain some life. Habooyah! Take that. I don't think I should feel good about doing well against Sparky. Oh, we're not even doing that well. And I can't swing in or else we'll kill him too quick. Alright, no attacks, pass the turn. Alright, that's fine. Now we won't kill him too quick. But we also kind of lost our win condition. So... Lumbering Battlement comes out. We hit, I think everything but Stormfist Crusader, so we can keep drawing. So the other Lumbering Battlement.
I hope I win. But I hope you
That's
win
fine,
too.
we'll just take it all. We have a 12-13, so we can just fling for the win. Like, that is the other side of this deck that we can go for. It's better than losing to Sparky. That's very true. Just watch Sparky just concede. Alright, so this is the other side of it. We can just go for a big fling at times as well, which is fun. Can be fun. a Charming Prince. I could blink Lumbering Battlement, do some stuff, but I think we just go for the Scry. Okay, no lands. I'm trying to find like Terror of the Peaks or the third Lumbering Battlement. We also, I don't think we have anything that it really does damage. Yeah, there's no ETB effects on those ones. So we also need to find that. Pass the turn. Come on. Okay, Footlight Fiend lets us draw cards with Priest of Forgotten Gods if we want to. Not just yet. We're fine right now. All right, we'll do it now. Okay, sacks the Stray. Oh, they sacked there. I guess they draw a card. All right, pass the turn. Another one. A lot of shaman. Come on. All right, we finally found the other Lumbering Battlement. We actually don't have a ton of stuff going for us, though. We have infinite life with Charming Prince. So Lumbering Battlement comes down. So we can do a few different things. Yeah, so we'll keep one Priest of Forgotten Gods around just for the sake of it. So yeah, this is what we do. So basically, we get to blink everything. All of a sudden, we pick up the other Lumbering Battlement. These guys. If you have a Corpse Knight or anything else that just keep flickering, blinking back over and over again, you could do some fun stuff. And so I could either blink Lumbering Battlement again, have this trigger a bunch of times. We can gain life infinitely with this. Right now, I think we're just going to scry, try to hit like the Terror of the Peaks. College and Familiar also would give us infinite damage. And we have the Fling, so we can go for that as well. Yeah, so I mean, this can keep going for forever unless we don't hit the Lumbering Battlement. So we'll submit 0 for this time and try to draw a card here. And we can just go for the big Fling. I do want to see, since we're already trying to go for the combo, Terror of the Peaks would be the most fun one to hit with over and over again too. But it ends the game really quick as well. Oh yeah, Crusader's gonna kill him before too long. Well, no, they keep gaining life. Good job, Sparky. Keep going. All right, we'll see. All right, there's AR as well. We actually need to find a way to flicker this now as well. So that's the other reason for Charming Prince. We'll go ahead and finish the game. AR, Crusader, Crusader. And then we'll fling for the win. Actually, yeah. All right, flinging in. That's another deck that I've built in the past too, is just Lumbering Fling, which is pretty fun. All right, nothing great on top. The Corpse Knight would be really sweet here. Submit 0. Okay, there we go. All right, well, we did go infinite with it, kind of. We had infinite life. I wonder, man, I wonder if there's any way to do that in like a commander type of deck. If you can create enough. The issue is that you have to have creatures that can copy Lumbering Battlement. So as long as you have enough creatures that copy as they enter the battlefield, which I think a lot of them are targets as you cast it rather than anything else. So I don't actually know if you can do it. Anyway, so this is the deck. We did get the combo to kind of go off against Sparky at least. We were so close in those first 2 games. But yeah, it was really fun playing up against chat. Thank you guys so much for playing and showcasing the deck here. And yeah, lots of fun stuff to be had here. So there's a bunch of different ways to go about this. I think that I would like to try to change this up and go for like a Naya ramp into Lumbering Battlement, Terror of the Peaks, a little bit more focused type of deck. I think you can do that. Versus just going towards black. Black works because there's a lot of good ETB effects that make them lose life, that kind of stuff. The Corpse Knight is in there, which is one of the easiest ways to go about it, where you're playing a bunch of cheap stuff anyway to get to Lumbering Battlement to make it work. And then you can win even if you don't find Lumbering Battlement, which we found quite a bit with this deck. And so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you jump into the Twitch next time, and we're going to go ahead and jump into some other stuff.